Alright, welcome back to Cobalt Black. So today we're going to be taking a look at Surfpunk. This is a roguelite surf and slash adventure. That wasn't, I didn't get, don't be mad guys, I didn't make that up. That was in the trailer. It's a hack and slash. It's a fun time though. So, this is Surfpunk. We're going to come in here, I'm going to switch my weapon up. I've played with these two. I have not played with the other weapons yet. Let's just go with the sword, make it nice and easy on us. This is kind of like baby's first I don't know what I'm doing weapon in this game. I say that, but like also it is a good weapon, right? I'm not saying it's bad or anything. It's more just it is the easiest for most people to wrap their head around. Which makes sense. Swords are in everything, right? So, we are going to go out on a little excursion here. We're just gonna do a quick 1-star. I'm not trying to be here forever. I am trying to show you guys what the game is like. So this is not my first impression. There have been audio difficulties I've been having ever since I moved. So this is actually, unfortunately, I believe like my third pass at this video. But my first impression of this game is that I really like it. I think it has a lot of potential. The combat feels good. The general vibe of the game is, I love it. I love this tropical island archipelago kind of setting. It's really refreshing coming off of, you know, every roguelike and their mother being dark and gritty. It kind of shows, hey, you don't have to have it be dark and gritty for it to be good, which is nice. They really steer into the whole surf thing, though, which, you know, obviously it's called Surfpunk, right? I just feel like most things I see that are kind of like this, they don't have as much conviction or faith in their vision, and they end up going, yeah, we're kind of surfers, but we just like fight crime, instead of just the whole game is centered around it, which is really cool. I like the commitment with which they followed through on that. So what I'm doing here is I'm gathering resources. So not only is this a hack and slash, but they really took the whole survivor part from Survivor-like, and there is a system where you are building things in this game. So we're gonna actually move on here because that island seemed like a pain to get onto. I was gonna have to like blow stuff up and yada yada yada. Yes, I can blow stuff up. And so we're gonna go around, we're gonna get more resources, and then we might come back to that island. But right now, what I'm going for are these pearls. So we'll get one in a second. I really shouldn't let those guys shoot me. So here is a pearl that is used to unlock basically these fountains called Everest wells, and Everest wells give you Everest. Duh. Everest is a power source. It is, I guess, what keeps all of these surfer tech stuff going. So yeah, we go out on missions to bring back more so they can keep on surfing and living on the ocean and having fun. Which, like, I think that's as noble a cause as any. Other games are like, save the world. These guys are like, I don't want to go back to corporate America. Please let me stay on this boat. I'm sure there's actually more to it. I'm pretty sure the world as we know it is essentially over. But I don't actually know. There we go. So the sword has a nice heal on it, which is cool. Okay, so we're going to build an explosive to get through that wall. So any wall you see with cracks in it like that, you can blow up. I'm going to finish checking around here first before we dive on in. But come on, come down. There we go. I do actually really like the sword in terms of how responsive it is to threats. I feel like I see stuff and I can immediately handle it before it gets to me. Whereas like the anchor, I've kind of got to be smart about things. I've got to wait. And then like the pistols, I have to be really preemptive. I have to know that you're coming from a mile away and gun you down before you touch me. And I haven't played the guitar yet. The guitar seems really cool. It is more of a support weapon, which is not usually my jam. My buddy Atlan usually covers the support, but we'll see. This is definitely going to become, you know, one of the games we play on the channel for co-op. Unless in development something goes horribly wrong and the game ends up being terrible later, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think I'm pretty hopeful about this one. Okay, so this is really cool. What I like about what I just found, I just looked at the wrong thing, is it makes sure these islands that don't have huge, like, rewards on them make sure they don't have nothing, right? Because, okay, I didn't get Everest or anything else I'm really hugely looking for, but I did get that navigation tower, which is going to allow me to navigate to Everest or pearls or whatever else you have in mind that you need to get. I could have had it show me resources, but instead I misclicked and it's showing me yeah, I guess it's showing me resources. It's showing me red salt and barrels and crap like that, which is fine. We are gonna go venture over to these islands. I think that's where I'll find the rest of the pearls I need, and I think that is what we want. Well, let's just go to Island 9. Like right here, Island 9 and 10. We don't need to go to those other ones. I have no reason to believe a pearl is on one of these and not on the other, by the way. I'm looking at the map, I can't discern that unless I had a nav tower to locate the rest of the pearls, which I did, and I misclicked. So, you know.
Boom time. Careful, barrel's lit.
Alright. That's the one thing, is I'm just being a loot goblin. I don't actually know what all of these materials are used for, what they do, or why they matter. However, you can bet I'm gonna have a whole chest full of them. Okay, this seemed like this was nothing over here. Can I not go through? I can't, but can I build a ladder? I'm willing to bet I can. Yes, I can.
Ladders up.
Perfect. Yeah, I do really like the sword because you can keep your health topped off. It really is just the lowest barrier to entry weapon so far, which is cool. You gotta have one of those in every game. I find it funny though, because with those kind of weapons, I'm that person who, like, I always want to play the complicated weapon. Why? I have no clue. I just want to. So, like, I'm playing this, I'm like, this is cool, but what if it was really hard to understand and I was bad with it? Because mind you, it's not that I'm, like, cracked at games or something, and it's like, that's why I like playing the hardest to learn weapon. No. No. It's none of that. It's just that that's what I want to do. I mean, I think it's just because it's the most mentally stimulating for me. This island had nothing on it. Absolute bubkiss. Alright, so, yeah, I called in supply drop, and that is what powers up your weapon. Because I was sorely lacking in weapon power. What is this just Gold Island? I think it is. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I haven't found too much other than, like, weapon upgrades to spend my gold on. And those also require materials, so the materials end up being the limiting reagent, but I'm sure I'll need it later, so we're gonna break every pod here. But we really do need to get the lead out, because as you stay in these missions, the enemies, the Sumi, that's what they're called, they get stronger. So that swarm intensity bar at the top, that's basically a timer. And essentially, I don't want it getting too high. Especially on a weapon that's not upgraded, that I don't know super well, even though it is fairly straightforward. I would like the Sumi to stay nice and weak, so that I can just bash their skulls in as I go. I do really like that this sword can just keep my health topped off. That is so nice. Like, I could see why this would be someone's favorite weapon very easily. But, you know, I always want to play something else, and I think it's partly because swords are just played out in video games to me. Right? Like, they're in every game has swords. But I will say that won't stop me from using it if stuff got hard. Stuff got real difficult, I'd be like, you know what? Let's go with the thing that heals me. I think the other weapons are going to end up going really nicely in a team, right? So, like, the anchor being the tank weapon is going to be great when I have a lot of other people, or not a lot of, 3 other people doing other things that are important. Right, so I actually have not run into this issue before where I am kind of scrambling. I don't have the other 2 pearls. So I don't really know where to go, what to do. I guess we're gonna go down. We're gonna go down to 8, see what's at 8, and then we'll go further down the archipelago. You know, just keep popping over island to island. See what we gotta get.
Hey, I found something.
Okay, we got an event. Activate the ancient device. Beat the enemy wave. Okay. Oh, there's 3 enemy waves. That's not good. I really shouldn't have used my heal as early as I did. Because I only have 2 of those left. Of my weapon heal, I think you have, like, health potions or something. And I think I just, like, have ignored the button to use them. Oh yeah, sword is real effective. Oh, what did I just get? Is this a treasure chest of some sort? Okay, an energy core artifact. I need that for upgrading my anchor, so I'm very happy about this. However, we still don't have the other 2 pearls we need, and the Sumi are about to hit medium. Well, I guess they just did. Not ideal. Okay. We're gonna go to Island 5. Hopefully this has what we need. It has a navigation tower, so it still might have a pearl also, but push come to shove, I'll just navigate to our pearl. You not do what you're doing. I hear you guys being creepy. You? Okay, a pearl's been located on the same island. I should have... That was dumb of me. So, what I should have done there, guys, is finish exploring this island to confirm that either a pearl was or wasn't here, and then I should have used the navigation tower. I opted to not do the smart thing, so now I know there's a pearl on this island. Yay. Was already on the island. I'm not really concerned. I mean, no, now I'm very concerned. I need to know where all the pearls are. We only need one more after this, though, so it shouldn't be bad. Alright, we are one supply away from having problems, so I think I'm going to resupply. That'll top off my health and everything else.
Crush and rush. Now that's primo view.
Alright, we're going to take that. We're going to go to Island 2 because I see that that has a nav thing. So we're just going to go there. Plot a course to the next Pearl. Call it a day. We'll get our piece of Everest. I think you can bring back multiple pieces of Everest, and it behooves you to bring back more. Usually the islands with the Everest wells are a little bit more complicated to navigate, and I don't trust myself to get up there and then not die on the way back. Because when you're carrying the Everest, you are a sitting duck. And all of your movement, like your dashes or anything, that would all cause you to drop the Everest, and you need to make it back with that. So it makes things a little bit more difficult. And so if the island is something that is long to navigate through, I don't like trying to get multiple. I probably should just do it. Like, I'm kind of just being a baby about it, to be honest with you guys. I actually wonder if I could put my, like, the boat down there and then grab, like, whatever, like, if this isn't an Everest Island, but if it was, and then grab Everest and then drop it from up here, just, like, onto the boat. All right. Oh, that's no good. Whatever. We're full. It's time to go back anyways. Right. Where did it say that pearl was? It's up there? Seriously? Okay. The very tip of 8. Good. Okay. Oh. Wow. Alright. Get away from me. I think I found that locator. I was already like, I've explored this island. No, you haven't. That's on me, though. That's called me just being impatient and or bad. Alright, I don't want to use too much of my... Oh, I didn't drop anything off at my, Can I... Hold on. I just dropped something? Seriously? There we go. Alright, we just need to get back. I would like to do this before that medium turns to hard. There's a joke in there somewhere, but I'm not going to make it, guys. I'm classier than that. I'm above that. Okay. We should be able to just go here. Grab the Everest. And then come back. I am, however, going to make sure that I'm empty. I don't want to deal with, I don't know. I shouldn't be grabbing anything else, so it shouldn't actually matter, but in case it does. Alright, so things are going to go a little crazy when this happens. Yeah, so the incoming tsunami in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Alright, I will be rational this time and see if getting a second piece of Everest is worth. Because I think it's gonna be. We seem fine. Oh, no, it's just escape with barge. Okay. Alright, so what I'm actually going to do is try to stay after the islands, because what I tripped on last time was an island. Alright, we made it. Look at that. Alright guys, that was Surfpunk. If you made it this far in the video and you've enjoyed it, a like and a sub would be very much so appreciated. I'm trying to grow the channel right now and every little bit helps. And guys, I'll be back tomorrow in another video. Peace out.